Hi guys, Guillermo is here. Welcome back to the Revit architectural training tutorial. In this tutorial, we will learn how to calculate areas using the area tool. Let's begin. In the previous chapter, we learned to define areas using the Room tool. In this chapter, we will focus on the area tool. Use the area tool to create, calculate, and show gross building or rentable building area. You can also add color fill schemes to your area plans. Areas can also be calculated and scheduled. Areas are a broader, a bit more involved, but more flexible way to define area inside or outside a building. Areas are documented using special plan views according to a specific area scheme and defined by area boundaries. First, we need to set the parameters to compute the area. This setup is similar to the Room tool setup. To access these settings, click on the small black triangle next to the panel name Room and Area. When the drop-down appears, choose Area Computations. The first tab on the panel that appears deals with computations. You can choose whether Revit calculates both areas and volumes, or just the plan areas of the room objects. Because we are now only calculating areas, set this option to areas only. Now go to the Area Schemes tab. You can create multiple area schemes. By default, Revit creates two area schemes, gross building and rentable. Gross building, total constructed area of a building. Rentable, area measurements based on the standard method for measuring floor area in office buildings. You cannot edit or delete the gross building area scheme. The rentable area scheme is modifiable. If your project requires additional area schemes, click the New button and change the name and description. You can add as many area schemes as needed. To create a new area plan, switch to the Architecture menu tab, Room and Area panel, Area icon. From the drop-down menu, select Area Plan. The new Area Plan pop-up windows appear showing some options. Type. Here you can select the area scheme for your new area plan. Levels list, select one or more levels for which you want to create new views. If you select more than one level, Revit creates a separate area plan for each level and groups them by area scheme in the project browser. To create unique area plan views, select Do Not Duplicate Existing Views. To create copies of existing area plan views, clear Do Not Duplicate Existing Views. As soon as we hit the OK button, a pop-up window asks if we want Revit to create the area boundary lines associated with the external walls. Select No. Now, we are going to create the boundaries using the Area Boundary tool. Area boundaries define usable interior or exterior space in buildings. You can define these areas by drawing them or by picking walls. To draw an area boundary, switch to the Architecture menu tab, Room and Area panel, Area Boundary icon. Now, draw the boundaries using the standard draw palette, or pick the area boundaries. Use pick lines to apply area rules. Switch to the Architecture menu tab, Room and Area panel, Area icon. From the drop-down menu select Area. This allows you to tag and creates areas by clicking inside the area boundaries. If you place an area inside area boundaries, it expands to the extents of the boundaries. You can also place an area in free space or one that is not entirely bounded and then draw area boundaries later. Let's take a look at the area object in detail. The area reference crosshair, the intersection of the two lines, represents where Revit is taking as the center of the area object. Room tag, this is a text annotation that is pulling specific data from the area object and displaying it in the view. This tag displays the area name and its area. Select an area and take a look at its properties in the property palette. Note how some of the properties are grayed out. These are read-only properties such as the level, area, perimeter length, computation height, etc. Next, take a look at the identity data group of properties. Here you can change the area name and area number. At the end of the properties, in the group called Other, you can change the type of area scheme. I'm going to add more area boundaries and create new areas. Once you have all your areas placed, you can add an area legend to your view. Select the Annotate tab, Color Fill panel, and select Color Fill Legend. Now just place the legend in the drawing area. As soon as you place the Color Fill legend, a pop-up window appears. Because this is the first time we assigned a Color Fill legend to the view, it will appear blank. To apply a color scheme to the view, choose a space type and a color scheme from the drop-down menu. If you can't see the color fill, change the visual style to wireframe, or hide the floor category. Revit by default assigns colors for each name you entered. If you want to edit them, select the room legend and then click Edit Scheme. The Edit Color Scheme window opens. You can now adjust the colors.